The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Man, we're running a little late today. You know, Lindsay's got to be gone by a certain time, and she may not be able to finish with us today because she was yapping.
Yapping. No, I got time today.
Okay, good. Good. We have one of those stories that, I mean, they're becoming more and more popular, these types of things. And we were just talking about the other day that show Landman with Billy Bob Thornton, where his crazy wife, what is her name, Lindsay, in the real life?
I'll look it up.
Blake
I love her,
It's not
though.
Blake Lively. It's I don't know. She was a star in those teen movies that would have been y'all's age when you were
Sweet
teen.
Valley High.
Yeah.
Sweet
what is her
Valley.
name?
She's a twin. Okay, what's her
Driving me
name?
nuts.
Allie Larder.
Allie Larder, yes. She's very pretty. Very pretty.
Is that Mario Lopez's ex-wife or something?
Probably, yeah. No, that's Allie Landry.
Allie Landry.
From Louisiana. She was the Doritos girl.
Allie
Beautiful.
Lauder wasn't Sweet Valley High. I'm thinking of someone else that looks similar. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Okay.
Not a twin.
So,
she's a twin? I was like, Mary-Kate Olsen? I don't know. I'm trying to think of any twin I know.
Valley High. No, never mind. Now,
Yeah.
is that really the one we're talking about, though? Allie Larder? That sounds right. She is in
That's
Landman.
That is right.
And she's very pretty. You can tell she works on her physique.
Yeah.
She works out a lot. Because she's really old now.
She's really old?
Yeah. How old is she?
49.
I think it said 49. Yeah.
Ooh, ancient. 49?
Her body looks like she's 21.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. 49 is not ancient. But anyway, so in the show, Landman, she starts volunteering at this old folks' home. And she takes them all out because she's a rowdy, slutty acting, uncouth character. She takes them to a script club, men and women, takes them all to the script club. And one of the scenes, if you haven't seen the show and you plan on watching it, you may not want to listen to this part. But one of the scenes, there's an old lady, and she is just dying to see a male stripper. Because the strip club they go to is women dancing. So Allie Larder's character talks her her daughter's boyfriend into stripping for this old lady. Now, it's creepy because obviously you look at the guy, he's playing the part of a high school kid, but he looks 41. So he's not really underage, but in the show, you're supposed to assume that he's just the high school quarterback that's going in there and stripping down in a G-string for this old lady. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
But more and more of that's starting to happen in real life, and you get it in these human interest stories. Like a lady in the UK named Gwyneth Griffiths. Just turned 102. And all she wanted for her birthday was a stripper. So her retirement home made it happen. Her son says she used to be buttoned up, but she's become a lot wilder in her old age.
Well.
Now, he says, and I don't know if I believe this, he's just trying to come up with with some sort of an excuse, but he says that he thinks she might have a touch of dementia that's changed her personality. Now that's not a diagnosis or anything. It's just the son going, my mom's really not a whore.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I swear she just can't remember anything.
But the male stripper comes in and just goes overboard, making her feel special, and they show a picture of him, which I don't know. One of the good things about America being a melting pot is that we have different types of looks from different cultures and everything. In Great Britain, they really don't.
No.
I mean, they're just big white blokes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime they do a story like this from the UK, the guys always look the same. They're kind of muscular, not in perfect shape like our Chippendales would be or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they look like that this is their part-time job and their regular job is, bouncing down at the pub.
Yeah.
So that's what she got. And he's wearing an apron around his waist and a G-string and all that. I'm saying if these old women want a stripper, give them the full thing. Like
Yes.
have it dangling in front of them, whip it
Yeah.
back and forth, jump up like onto the arm of the chair she's in, and start a grinding on her face and everything, like they do in the bachelorette parties at the clubs and stuff.
Do they do that?
Yeah, they
grind in your face?
get nasty. They're way more nasty where men are dancing for women than the other way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Which I've never been to one or
Yeah.
seen, or do they come to you? I don't even know.
Well, I don't think there's a club in Charlotte anymore. There used to be one. There was a club called Club 2000. And
right.
on one side of the building was a strip club where women were dancing. The other side was where men were dancing. And in the middle was just a dance club.
Oh, wow.
That's right. That
was a
That's
huge
where
thing when we first moved to Charlotte.
What?
The Club 2000.
Oh,
it
the
was
actual
huge.
club, yeah.
Yeah.
Something for everybody.
The guy that ran its name was Richie Rich. Really nice guy. Yeah.
I went before I went to Club 2000 and I shouldn't have been there, if that makes sense, age-wise. And I look up and I see my dance team coach, dance go-go, and now not in the stripper side, but in the club,
Go-go.
in the middle.
Yeah, up on
Go-go.
where the stage just flapping around.
In a bikini and go-go boots. And I went, oh my God, Miss Amanda, hey.
So that
She
was
was
her
like,
job?
little Lindsay, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, good point. Gotta go.
She's like, it's safe. She's not going to tell anybody I was here because she can't tell no damn body she was up in here.
Right.
Wow,
Sure.
that's something for everybody, though. You got female strippers, male strippers, and just people that just want to dance. You're really tackling a bunch of different things in there.
Yeah, and I forgot at what time of night where they shut it all down, to do the offering.
The offering, yeah, right? An altar call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you think that if you're going to go in to do these old women's, do a dance for them naked and all that, they want to see everything. They're like, she's like, I'm 102 years old. Show me everything.
Yeah. She's deserved that. Listen, she's 102.
She deserves it. She deserves getting teabagged at 102.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
what
want
she
my grandma
wants.
getting
But as
grinded on.
my grandmother would never have asked for that. So obviously she's she's a darned old, floozy.
Yeah, that's fine, but you can't approve that. If my grandma said, I want to have a wild night of passionate sex, I just need you to hook it up for me. I'm like, hell no, Grandma. I don't care.
No, I'm not saying that they make the sex, but he just, the British, they're the ones that invented the full Monty. Give her the full Monty.
Okay.
Like,
You don't want to approve it, but let her live. If she wants to do it, she's just going to do it, and let her.
But what I'm saying
She's
is
gonna do it,
she might as well. You know,
Yeah.
if this is what she wants, a guy, sweaty dude stripping in front of her, then what's the difference? She's already shown what she is.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. No, I can't get down with that. If she wants a shot, like she's like, let's do shots. I'm like, okay, Grandma, we'll do some shots. We'll have a cocktail, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to draw the line at some chubby British ginger with pale skin sweating on my grandma, grinding his little wiener.
She wants him to spread them.
Huh?
I'd say just get up there and spread them in front of her.
Spread 'em?
It's like, this is what you asked for, Grandma. This is what you wanted,
No.
great grandma.
I would do her a service and get someone real hot.
It doesn't matter.
No.
She
yes, it
just,
does.
you need to teach her a lesson at 102. Don't ask for trashy things, or you gonna get it.
Ginger.
You wanted something trashy, you're going to get something trashy. Now
True.
get your little ass back down to your room, pull out your Bible, and get back right with the Lord.
Yeah. Her son's like, she's got dementia. I swear. That has nothing to do with what
Okay.
she's asking for.
Let's say, Riggins, your grandmother or your mom later, years from now, your mom is in a place like this, and you find out that the place organized a stripper, a male stripper, to come in there and strip down to a G-string and gyrate all over the place and everything. And it's not even for your mom, but your mom is a resident there. And that kind of goings on was going on. Would you be pissed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. Because, you're paying these crazy prices for, somebody to stay in there, and then it's going to be turned into just some sort of a trashy activity center, you know?
No.
Yeah.
At the very least, I want some answers. And I'm not even saying I'm going to take her out of that place. But just what was the thought process? And if they give me a great explanation, I can be talked off the ledge. I'm not,
Well,
Like this was her dying wish.
Yeah, right. If you say the right thing, I might go, okay, well, all right. It's just her, and it's in the activity room.
No, it's for everybody. The show, everybody's in here for this.
That's disgusting.
And this dude's
Peeking through the.
and this dude's covered in bad tattoos. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to them. It's just like all over sporadically on his body and all. It just, looks like his hair could use a shampooing.
Oh, nothing worse.
Yeah, but would it matter though whether he's good looking? I don't think so. The activity itself, her wish list was trashy.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
It was trashy, but it would be better for her eyes if he was hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, trashy all the same.
This reminds me of that great story that Alexis had when they hired that stripper that time. Yeah. We'll get into that next because we're out of time in this segment. So hang on.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny. Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Table and Twine in Charlotte is ready to help with all your summer adventures, like their new Artisan Picnic Package. It's perfect for your beach and lake days. Ready to eat with no heating or preparation required. Order yours today, tjriggins.com/table-and-twine.
Yeah, well.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
Okay, Riggins, you're going to need to help me with some of the details here of this story. Alexis that we work with told us, about somebody's bachelorette party or something. She was in charge of getting the scripper?
No, she was just an attendee.
Okay, and they ordered a scripper.
Yeah.
And it was, they ordered a white guy, right?
Yeah.
And what else were the specifics of it?
Well, they had a set time that he was going to be there, and it was a white guy. He was tall.
Yeah.
As I recall.
And she said the guy showed up, and he was a very short Puerto Rican guy.
Nothing wrong with very short Puerto Rican guys, unless you're looking for a tall white guy.
Right. That's not what they ordered.
Right.
And then even Alexis, who is Hispanic herself, she's Salvadorian, said, I get it. She likes white guys.
Yeah.
So here comes this dude. And she said, Lindsay, that he stunk like, she said he was just nasty, stinking. And they had to cut his act short. They were like, we can't take it anymore.
You gotta go.
We're going to pay you your full, but I think she's had enough.
Yeah. They said it really went downhill when he whipped out the can of whipped cream.
Oh, yeah.
And because he was dancing so hard that whipped cream started to like melt, and then it just became like a sticky mess kind of all over.
Because he was sweating and it was running.
Yeah.
Like.
That is so disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
She said they were horrified and didn't know how to tell him, like, hey, you're good now. We're good on this.
What a waste of money.
Was he wanting them to lick it off his chest and stuff? You would think.
Something like that. I
And
forget.
then as soon as he squirts the whipped cream on himself, it just starts running with the sweat and melting going down. It was almost like it would only been more perfect if he would have just taken a dollop of Cool Whip and just thrown it on his chest, plooped it down there.
Who's got a
Come
sweet
on,
tooth?
ladies.
Bring it on. Yeah.
No, a male stripper doesn't sound exciting to me at all. About this much, 0.
Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of times they do it for the comedic value of it. You know, just they like to scream and all that.
But a different experience is hearing those ladies that go to Magic Mike or the Thunder.
Yeah.
They're going wild, and they're not doing it in like a funny ha-ha way.
No,
they're
they
they love it.
Well, and I think there's a difference in like a show, like a Magic Mike show that's hot, the girl, but when they're up on you and they're sweaty and it's just a different dynamic.
They do that at the Magic Mike shows. They come out into the crowd and do all that stuff. But Lindsay is far more forgiving of anything if there's choreography.
Ah.
Yes. Choreography, and if they can really dance, like, don't give me somebody that's just out there trying to make it. No, you got to be professional.
Yeah, you paid the price for admission. You want a show.
And also, like, you have to be attractive. Like, this Brit thing doesn't do it for me. Like, you got to have a 6-pack. You got to do it. You're paying for that.
But I mean, I'm wondering though what the budget was for the nursing home to be able to spring for a stripper to come for this old lady though.
Right now.
True.
But aren't there nursing homes run by the government?
Sure.
So then, shouldn't be having one at all.
That's right.
Yeah,
Taxpayers paying for this raunchy mess.
If that happens in a government-run nursing home, I'm pissed. But
Yeah,
they got this going on at the VA.
yeah, right. I'm living.
Yeah.
Would you go to a Magic Mike show, Lindsay?
I would. Yeah.
Okay.
But what if they start coming out through the crowd and everything and came over to your table and started humping all on your chair and whatever else they do?
Yeah, I'm more so not into that, but I mean, I'd have to see. I've never been to one. I've never even thought about going to one. Or the Down Under, what's it called?
Thunder from Down Under.
Yes. Is that in Vegas? Where is that one?
Yeah, but I think they travel as well. They do traveling shows and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like the Harlem Globetrotters for whores. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not my thing. And who knows how much ticket prices are these days? I wouldn't even want to know.
Would you let Joe to go to one of those things? I mean, not let her. She can do what she wants. She's a grown adult. But would you be pissed?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it, no.
And
no
she
more
says,
than like at my age now, I would say, hey, Jody, I'm going to the strip club.
Yeah. It's crazy.
No.
Weird.
But for some reason, it's not as seen as scandalous as it.
Right, because it's a double standard. This is like I said when I was at the movie theater. I think I was taking one of my kids to a kids movie when Magic Mike came out, the first one. And all of those women were packed into that movie theater lobby waiting on their turn to go in. Mm-hmm. And they were acting a fool. And they were all dressed up like they made a girls' night out of it. And they're hooping and hollering. And I said, let's reverse the sexes on this. And let's say a few hot actresses were doing stripper movies. Let's say when the movie Striptease came out. Was that the one with Elizabeth Berkley or was that the one with Demi Moore?
Demi Moore was striptease, Showgirls.
Showgirls. Let's say
Elizabeth Berkley.
when Showgirls came out, and y'all probably don't remember this, you were young, but I mean, it was promoted as just, super nudity and sex scenes and all this kind of stuff. If women would have been taking their kids to a movie and the lobby is just slam packed with men hooping and hollering about getting to go see some titties in a movie, and they're going to go watch this hot movie with this hot chick, from Saved by the Bell,
Jesse Spano.
Yeah, not Jesse.
Woo, and they're like, woo! I mean, they were really just acting like they were just, no couth.
Yeah.
Men would not have been. Women would. First of all, the the movie theater management would have probably said that the men had to go. You can't be acting like that. You can't, whatever. Much less the guys going, hey, we're going to make a night out of it. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to get us some beers. We're going to go, and then we're going to go see that naked movie.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen.
You don't think?
No. But it's liberating for women
Sure.
to act like darned old whores.
I think I was one of the
kidding.
ones at the movie theater you saw, dressed up, ready to go.
This is Magic Mike or 50 Shades of Grey? Which one are you talking about?
Magic Mike
Magic
was
Mike,
this
okay.
one. 50 Shades of Grey, they were all in that too, but they weren't acting a fool like they were for Magic Mike.
Yeah, because Magic Mike was more of like a party movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
only about naked men. 50 Shades of Grey was about, more or less the woman being sexualized and and dominated and all of that. So they were just there to see flesh on these men. That's all they were there for. That was
Yep.
it. Not a single. You ever heard a woman say, "I really enjoyed the movie part of it"? I mean, it was a good plot.
Pacing.
I don't even know what it was about. I didn't even focus on that.
Guys doing the helicopter with their wieners.
Well, it wasn't that graphic, but
Yeah, was there nudity in
listen,
it?
I was 28 years old. Huh?
Was there nudity in it?
No.
No.
Well, they showed
'cause
they
they could-
showed asses, men's asses.
Did they?
Yeah, they would
It
have
was
to,
a long time ago.
G-strings, and then their old wang dangers flopping around,
Is that right?
in them G-strings.
Gotta see
Yeah,
it in
was it?
IMAX.
Yeah, I don't.
They
So long.
they put those in a rubber band kind of thing.
Put their
Ow.
junk in them.
Male strippers do that. Yeah, they get it where it's about 50% excited, and then they put a rubber band around them to cut the circulation up so it holds that amount of blood in it.
Ouch.
Yikes.
It's not a rubber band. It's a special kind of a band it's a penis band.
Yeah.
By the way,
Penis.
that's my favorite type of music. You give me a good penis band.
They're great.
Super.
Really good.
Yeah, it's all nasty and disgusting.
Yeah.
But those were like big stars in that. That was like Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey and
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah. Joe Manganiello was in it.
Yeah.
Joe
And then
Manganiello.
when they started making the sequels, every guy that was even a semi-celebrity was lining up trying to get in it. Wasn't Michael Strahan in one of them?
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they did the sequel.
I think they did three of them at least.
They did a few, yeah.
And Michael Strahan was in one of them.
You ready to see all this? You ready to see my butt cheeks? Who wants to see a man's butt? I mean, it's just so gross. It's
Yeah.
so nasty.
But again, just think about the reaction that a husband would get if it were reversed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
The
didn't
women
have to
hate
answer
when you
to
put that
anybody.
out. People hate when you throw that out. Women do. When you
Yeah.
point out their double standards. Because they'll say there's a reason for theirs. Theirs is justified. Because men have been going to strip clubs from the beginning of time. It's about time we get to do one. What are you talking about?
I think they're really dismissive when you question them about it, like, "Oh, you're all these horny women." It's not like that. We're just having fun. It's a fun show. It's
Women aren't
you're
like
weird.
men. Women aren't just sex crazed all the time like men.
I think you get that.
Right.
I mean, I was 27 going to that movie. Okay.
All horned up.
Yeah. Yeah. Prime time, baby.
Oh, and
loins
then,
were burning.
And then Jody, she went to the 50 Shades of Grey movie and all that.
Oh, she did?
But it was for a legitimate reason. It was for a legitimate reason because her book club had read the book.
Oh, well.
It's not like I'm going just to go and, watch a bunch of sex and be turned on or anything. My book
Right.
club read the book, and I just want to see how close the movie is to the book. I bet it's not as good. It's like, okay, well, then how vile and disgusting was the book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's graphic. From what I hear, I don't
Well,
read.
I'm
Are you
glad
crazy?
now she's out of that damn book club and she's in the Bible study.
There you go.
That's the only book club you need to be in is the good book club.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
TJ Riggins Prime Plus members get all of the shows commercial-free, plus a segment called Extra Extra Funny. All for the low, low price of $4.99 a month or $54.89 for a 12-month subscription. Sign up at the Media Center at tjriggins.com.